What is going on, guys? Rewinds here, and in this video we are going to be talking about Boruto 2 Blue Vortex manga chapter number 14. So in particular, we are going to be talking about Boruto's potential interrogation that might be happening in this upcoming chapter, because last chapter did just end off with Boruto getting captured. So now the question is this next chapter going to have Boruto getting interrogated? And if so, what kind of information are they going to get out of Boruto? And who exactly is going to be interrogating him? That's what we're going to be talking about in this video. So, I do think next chapter, Boruto is going to get interrogated. I also feel like the reason, Kawaki's not jumping to kill him right now, in that instance of last chapter when he got knocked out by Jura, was because he needs answers himself. He also became aware of Kashin Koji's toad right as he grabbed it and it disappeared. So Kawaki might have made a connection that Boruto is linked in some sort of way with Kashin Koji right now, and the fact that that's the case means that Kawaki might try getting Koji's location out of him. And I do feel like we're going to have some of the people that are the same, actually be there for this interrogation. But I do think stuff is going to get a little bit hectic this upcoming chapter. For example, I do believe that Shikamaru is going to be involved in this interrogation because he's the Hokage. He's going to give some orders. But we know how Shikamaru's stance is right now in Boruto because Boruto's had that side conversation with them. So, I feel like Shikamaru is going to be involved. Kawaki's going to be there simply because Kawaki's probably not going to want Boruto to say anything out of line. And, I mean, Boruto might anyway, but Kawaki probably will want to make sure that he also gets all that information about these Shinju. So there'll be that. I'm sure Konohamaru will be there because Konohamaru is the one who captured him to begin with here. And maybe he's going to be the one who's actually asking the questions. That's possible, but I really feel like if, for example, they're gonna torture Boruto, which is possible for answers, they might really bring in Ibiki, and we haven't seen Ibiki in a while, and I can't even remember the last time we saw him in the manga format in general. I know in the anime he made his appearances in Boruto from time to time, but in the manga especially, we haven't seen Ibiki in the Boruto manga, at least not to my recollection. There's a chance that maybe Ibiki did actually appear in the Boruto manga when Sasuke went to get answers about Kara. So there's a chance maybe that Ibiki might have appeared then, but I might be wrong on that. I'm pretty sure he did in the anime at least. I think so. It could have really just been Sai and Sasuke, but it could have been Ibiki and Sasuke too. I just don't remember off the top of my head. But nonetheless, if they're going to try torturing Boruto for answers, he's got to be there, I feel. I feel like he's going to be the guy for that, especially since Sasuke is taken out and Sasuke was on Boruto's side to begin with. So those are just some things to consider. That aside, we are, I think, going to have other people too, like maybe like Sarada and Sumire observing from like the outside, probably not in the actual room, but observing and listening. So it's really just going to come down to what kind of questions they ask Boruto and what kind of information Boruto is actually willing to share. I feel like Boruto's going to give some vague answers. He might reveal that, like, hey, these are some threats that are coming up. But I feel like he's going to get doubted a bit at the start for sure. And they're probably even going to question how he got so strong. That might be a thing. And then eventually it might all, circle around back to that one question. Why did you kill Naruto? Why did you kill the Hokage? And that could be, a defining moment of Boruto possibly making like an accusation here against Kawaki. I think it's possible. It's very likely they don't see Boruto as much of a threat at the moment, at the least, because Boruto did just save them these past few chapters. So they'll probably at least do him the favor of hearing him out, I think. But I'm definitely curious to see how it's written for sure. There's a chance Boruto could honestly just somehow escape too. I wouldn't be surprised, and maybe we don't get an interrogation. But I personally think we are going to get an interrogation just because I feel like a lot of the people in Konoha need some answers, and this is how you're going to get them involved in the plot, I feel. I mean, of course, we can just have them getting attacked again by someone like Juro, but this is going to be, the steps that I feel like are going to inform them, like, hey, these guys are coming, we got to come up with, like, a plan. And if that happens, we'll probably be a lot more likely to see certain characters train, and we might see someone like Shikamaru whip up a plan and actually do something, of that sort to take some action against what may happen. In this next chapter, of course, we also may get this new Shinju that was hinted at the end of the last chapter. So I did make a video on that one too, thinking who it would be. So if you do want to check that out, feel free to do so. But that's something else that I feel like will be revealed in this upcoming chapter. So we're probably going to move the plot along a good bit. I think Boruto's going to get Konoha some answers, but probably not everything. But he's going to do that. I am interested to see if he's going to be able to make his grand escape this chapter, though, because I don't think someone like Kawaki is going to let him out of his sight to just run away. Another factor I do want to consider is, will Amado be involved in all of this? Because Amado is, still one of the smartest people, and Amado technically, even though he kind of has an idea the memories are altered, he still has lived through with Boruto being in Kawaki's spot the whole time, thanks to this omnipotence stuff. And speaking of omnipotence, it does remind me also, what roles will Ida and Damon play going forward here? Are they going to be involved too and possibly butt into this investigation? Honestly, there's a lot of characters they can play around with, and it's going to be interesting to see overall what they end up doing with that. But definitely let me know, guys, what you guys think in the comments below is going to happen with Boruto this chapter. My final guess is he is going to get interrogated, potentially tortured, and I do think Boruto is just going to give some answers out of his free will. I don't think the torture is going to make him do it, but I think some free will answers will come out through Boruto, and that's ultimately going to put the village on guard and get them a little bit more prepared for people like these Shinju to attack, even though we know, like, power-wise, it's going to be rough. But that's going to wrap up this video. Definitely let me know again what your thoughts are, too, for this upcoming chapter. We should be getting spoilers in the next week or so. I'd say anywhere from the next 6 to 8 days typically is when it comes out. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. And as always, I hope you guys have a good day or night whenever you guys are watching this video. I'm Rewinds, and I'm out.